for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And of course, if you have a lot of aspects in Scorpio, this will be for you. Scorpio, you have been overworked, underpaid, and you just want to kick some ass. Looks like you might be having some trouble in relationship communication. Maybe there's been a few situations that have come up that have kind of blood boiled you, and you are working on how to release that issue. Scorpio, you're no slouch when it comes to something you're feeling or thinking. Seriously, I do think that is one of your strengths is being able to speak up, being able to share your thoughts, your feelings. But it looks like it might have created a little bit of a problem in one of your relationships that are considered close anyway. So a lot of stress, a lot of heavy energy with the workplace. Although I think you love your position, your present position, because it really puts you in leadership that you love to do, and you're a great leader. I think that overall work gives you a feeling of pride and of strength and of confidence in yourself. And there might be a need for your workplace to either up their game regarding your contract, or increases in your contract or changes in your contract will be looked at or talked about in the coming days. Maybe they already have and they're about to take place. That you'll get what you want. If you want certain things in the contract, maybe you can indicate what they are at this time to whoever it is that might be the powers that be, because they want you, they like you, they love your skills, your leadership, you're hard worker, and they don't want to replace someone like you. So I'm going to say wherever you work, whoever you work for, you are in high demand or highly respected, and pretty much can get whatever it is you want in the workplace. So speak up, and you likely will. For those of you Scorpio energies who are not working in the right environment, who are seeking to work in the right environment, the energies are very good. So go knocking on those doors and people will open them up for you. If you've been arguing with your partner or feeling a little low with your partner, it looks like there's going to be a conversation that's going to help you get out of that bad mood and move forward. It's hard being in a relationship, and I guess you're re-establishing that skill of being in partnership and showing love and being of love. And maybe sometimes you don't feel very loving. Maybe there's a part of you that, if you're in a relationship, really just likes your alone time. There is a part of you that may be wondering if you're really right for relationship, and I think Scorpio actually goes through that struggle often, just so you know, okay? So just keep that in mind if you're experiencing that feeling of, I'd rather just be alone. Just take the time you need at this time, okay? Just take the time you need and you'll feel better. I think you'll feel better if you just take some time out, sit by yourself, think it through, and don't respond to that feeling of wanting to run. Sometimes it's easier to be alone, and I think Scorpio sometimes maybe works better alone, and that's just it, eh? They know that. Anyways, I don't think that it's time for you to make that kind of a decision. Instead, I'd like you to just take some time on your own, okay? Just take the time that you need. So because whatever's happening is just this feeling of wanting to hide or wanting to, think by yourself or not have to make decisions based on anyone else. And, you could be overwhelmed by some things. And that is why I'm saying just take the time you need and don't make any rash decisions. Just kind of go with it. Step out when you're feeling overwhelmed. Okay? There could be some people who are feeling very dependent upon you, and that's part of the reason why you want out from underneath it. You like to be dependent upon to some degree, but sometimes you find it's too much. It tips the scales in the wrong way. And really, it's hard for you to help people who don't help themselves. You may have a propensity to do that because you're very clear about what might make a certain situation or a certain life move better in a better way. You may have the decision or the insight to how to make that situation a better life, yes, but doesn't mean that person's going to listen, and it sure as hell doesn't mean that person has the ability to do it the way that you described it. And for those of you that are grieving people that have passed, I just want to give you a big heartfelt hug and say to you, let's just be where you're at. Don't try to move yourself too quickly. If you're in a grieving state, to be there as long as you need to be, okay? Just be there. Workplace energy, I see some sort of happiness or some sort of event that is going to happen in the workplace that's going to bring some joy and playfulness into your life. And I like that for you. Your personal health looks like stress is your biggest problem. Again, stress-related things. Although I am seeing something that might affect the lower body. So when I see this down here, sometimes it means diabetes, or it could mean prostate, or it could mean kidney, something like that. Okay, so that lower energy there, I would like, if you're feeling any problems down there, it's a good idea for you to check in with someone to help you decide if you're going to be okay. If you're not going to be okay, what you need to do to be okay. All right. Now, there might be someone visiting you, visiting your home. It could be someone who's around 30-ish, and they may come with a second person, whoever they are. I see some one of you are going to be really, if you're partnered, one of you is going to be really happy about the people joining or sharing time with you or coming to visit you, and the other one's going to be burdened by it. So all I can say is have a good conversation with your love about the situation, and you guys will get through it. It's only going to be for about 7 days, 6 or 7 days. Okay, so Scorpio, just want to remind you to, if you're looking to get more money in the workplace, doesn't look like any more is coming your way. It looks like you've already been stabilizing your work. You might change the kind of work. If you change the kind of work, more money is possible, but not as much as maybe you would like. That might take another month or two to come together, okay? So when I was talking to you about new contract and that, it doesn't look like it's all going to be decided on right away, because the money part isn't decided on. All right? So I hope that helps you, Scorpio.